6 months from now, your life can look completely different. Not because of luck, not because someone finally noticed you, but because you made a decision to disappear from distraction and commit to disciplined growth. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. For the next 6 months, that becomes your foundation. You stop trying to control how people see you. You stop chasing validation. You focus on mastering what is within your reach. This is not about isolation. It is about intentional transformation. Month 1 is withdrawal. This is where you cut the noise. You reduce social media. You limit entertainment. You stop consuming drama. The first month feels uncomfortable because you are breaking addictions you did not realize you had. Dopamine levels drop. Boredom increases. You feel restless. This is normal. Most people run back to distraction at this stage because silence forces them to confront themselves. But you stay. You begin waking up earlier. You set a fixed sleep schedule. You start training your body 3 to 5 times per week. Nothing extreme, just consistent. You begin reading daily, even if only 10 pages. You journal your thoughts. You track your habits. This month is not about dramatic change. It is about proving to yourself that you can follow structure. Month 2 is stabilization. The chaos begins to settle. Your urges to constantly check your phone weaken. Your workouts feel less painful. You start noticing small improvements in strength and energy. Your mind becomes slightly clearer. You are not yet transformed, but you are no longer drifting. This is where Epictetus becomes practical. He taught that freedom comes from self-control. In month 2, you practice restraint daily. When you want to skip a workout, you go anyway. When you want to argue, you remain calm. When you want immediate pleasure, you delay it. You are training your nervous system to obey reason instead of impulse. This is the beginning of real power. Month 3 is confrontation. By now, your environment starts reacting to your change. Some friends question your absence. Some mock your discipline. Others try to pull you back into old habits. This month tests your resolve. You realize that growth creates distance. Not because you are better than anyone, but because your priorities are shifting. You become more selective with your time. You protect your mornings. You schedule your work blocks. You reduce meaningless conversations. Physically, your body is visibly changing. Mentally, you feel more stable. Emotionally, you react slower. When frustration appears, you breathe before speaking. As Seneca wrote, true bravery is not loud. It is the quiet ability to remain steady when pressured. Month 3 builds that steadiness. Month 4 is acceleration. Momentum begins working in your favor. Your habits feel automatic. You no longer rely on motivation because discipline has replaced it. You wake up and execute without negotiating with yourself. Your confidence grows, not from compliments, but from evidence. You have stacked over 90 days of kept promises. That changes your identity. You start setting higher standards. You increase the intensity of your training. You sharpen your skills with deeper focus. You may start a side project, build a business idea, or commit to mastering a craft. Your time feels more valuable because you stopped wasting it. Distractions that once felt irresistible now seem trivial. Month 5 is refinement. This is where you polish weaknesses. You evaluate your speech. Are you complaining less? Are you speaking with intention? You refine your posture. You walk slower, more grounded. You refine your thinking. When negative thoughts arise, you challenge them instead of accepting them. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. So you guard your mind carefully. You consume higher quality information. You distance yourself from negativity. Your physical transformation becomes noticeable to others. Your emotional control becomes obvious. You are not easily provoked. You do not overshare. You move with quiet confidence. This is the month where you truly feel different. Month 6 is integration. The habits are no longer forced. They are part of you. Discipline feels natural. Early mornings are normal. Training is routine. Focused work is expected. You trust yourself deeply because you have proven consistency. The same situations that once triggered insecurity now feel manageable. When someone disrespects you, you remain calm. When temptation appears, you evaluate it rationally. When opportunity shows up, you are prepared. You realize that disappearing was never about hiding. It was about rebuilding. You removed weakness. You strengthened discipline. You sharpened awareness. By the end of 6 months, you understand something powerful. Motivation fades. Feelings fluctuate. But systems create results. You built systems for your sleep, your training, your learning, your work, and your emotional control. That structure changed your life. You are not perfect. You are not finished. But you are no longer the person who reacts impulsively and drifts aimlessly. You became intentional. The world may not applaud your quiet transformation immediately. But that was never the goal. The goal was self-mastery. The goal was to become internally strong enough that external chaos cannot shake you. 6 months of focused discipline can outperform years of inconsistent effort. Most people underestimate what they can do in half a year because they overestimate what they can do in a week. Real change is gradual, then sudden. So commit. Not publicly. Not for praise. Commit privately. Build daily. Track your habits. Protect your energy. Guard your mind. Train your body. Refine your character. And when 6 months pass, you will not need to announce your transformation. It will be visible in your posture, your calmness, your discipline, and your presence. Disappear from distraction. Return with strength.